One thing all writers dread is writer's block or writer's anxiety. Unfortunately, it seems to be unavoidable and strikes most writers at some point along their creative journey.
Here to help us today to understand and battle this common condition is psychotherapist Belinda Seiger, who specializes in helping others overcome writer's anxiety and writer's block. Belinda, thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
So we need to know right from the very beginning, what exactly is writer's block? How do you define it?
Writer's block is the inability to produce writing for an extended period of time.
And how do you define writer's block from writer's anxiety? How do you differentiate?
Sure. So writer's anxiety is one type or cause of writer's block. And writer's block can be caused by many different things.
Okay, I see. So what are some other things that might cause writer's block? I understand anxiety might be one of the reasons, but what are some of those other reasons?
Inability to come up with an idea,
Okay.
a feeling of lack of confidence or insecurity, or pressure from oneself or outside.
So it
Sounds
seems
pretty complex.
writer's block can be pretty inconsistent. What are some of the, why? Why do you get it?
Well, very successful writers can have it, newcomers, and people who are just getting started in the business. So anybody can have it, and again, the reasons can be personal, they can be external.
Okay, so I'd understand that in order to help overcome it, you really need to identify the reason why the person is feeling anxious.
Yes.
Are there some examples that our viewers might come to understand so they could recognize that?
Sure. So for writer's block, one of the typical things that happens is after success, a person has difficulty coming up with a new great idea. So they might feel that their ideas are not as good as the first idea.
So they have a lot of pressure to repeat what they did great the first
do it
time.
again really well. So one of the things that I suggest is that a person take a break from writing and trying to figure out an idea and kind of do something totally different and novel. Go on a vacation, take a bike trip, visit a museum, just change of scenery, change things up, get some new things going on in your life. And ideas can be generated as a result of that, rather than focusing on trying to have a new idea that's going to be outstanding.
Sounds like you just want to say, let it come naturally.
So, to some degree.
Okay.
To some degree, yeah.
Now, would some consider these a little bit of a procrastination? Go take a break, go on vacation. Many would see that as procrastination.
So procrastination usually entails avoidance, intentional taking a break or changing things up is something that you would suggest someone do on purpose rather than avoid, which is usually done as a result of anxiety.
Now, how would you recommend someone do this? Would you recommend that they schedule time for it? When they are feeling that they can't write, should they schedule a day, schedule a week? Is it just random, whenever they feel?
So again, it really depends on what the cause of the writer's block is. If it's anxiety, I do suggest we take a look directly at what's causing the anxiety.
Okay.
If it's not being able to come up with an idea, there are certain recommended strategies for that. If they're under a deadline and they just feel like I can't produce that much work, then there are different strategies. So it really depends on the cause of the block or the anxiety.
So it's very individual, problem to solve.
That's right.
Wow, I'm assuming there are a lot of different reasons
Exactly.
for this anxiety and therefore the block. Could you maybe give us just one or two other examples other than the, take a break from it? What about that author that is under a deadline and really can't, take that break? How would you help them?
Well, I suggest that they don't try to solve this problem in isolation. Get together with other writers. Get together with someone who's a mentor. Find a therapist or writing strategist, or find a writer's group. Don't try to figure it out alone, because it's just kind of like spinning wheels and frustrating. So don't try to figure it out alone. Get some support.
Get help.
Get help,
great.
get support. It can be peers, it can be professionals, whatever works for you. Even if you're a shy person, get some other folks involved.
Get fresh ideas, fresh mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's some great advice. Thank you so much for coming in
My
today
pleasure.
and helping out hopefully some people that are struggling right now.
My
Get
pleasure.
past that.